Hey, Fran, I've always been fascinated with actors' earliest film experiences. Saturday Night Fever, when you made that, did you think that film was going to go down in movie history? And what was the fallout from your brief appearance?
Well, it felt, I mean, I was really a big John Travolta fan from the television series that he was doing, Welcome Back, Kotter. So, and this was my first movie, and I was a teenager. And it was so awesome, the whole experience. But it was only a year or less than a year later that I was in California doing another Paramount film where I had a bigger part in it, American Hotwax, and I saw one of the final cuts of Saturday Night Fever with the music, and it had just been colorized, and they said, if you want to see it, we're looking at it on the lot. And I sat there dumbstruck. I knew when I saw him strutting his stuff down the streets of Brooklyn, I knew that this was, and the music, the score, I had no idea that the music we were listening to at the 2001 Club when we were shooting was actually, the Bee Gees score, the soundtrack that was going to be the movie. And it was just, I knew it was going to be an amazing movie, and one that, I saw John Travolta last year at the Golden Globes, and I went right up to him. While he was doing an interview, I went right into his camera and said, "Are you as good in bed as you are on the dance floor?" Well, needless to say, his wife's jaw nearly dropped. But he knew it was me right away, and he said he was so proud of my success, and that I had come so far. And so it's nice. I'm hoping someday that we'll work together again in a more equal situation.
I went to a tour of Eastern Europe a few years ago, and I was amazed to find how many American TV shows are on TV there.
Yeah.
Now, how recognizable were you in Czechoslovakia?
I'm pretty recognizable worldwide now. The show is a success everywhere. And in Eastern Europe, well, when we were in Czechoslovakia, particularly in Prague, there's a tremendous amount of expatriates that live there. And then there are a lot of tourists. So, certainly all of the Australians and Americans that were there, South Africans, and then people from Europe. The show is big everywhere, from Germany to Sweden, and we're in Spain now, France. So people do come up to you a lot, and I had bodyguards when I was there, but for the most part, everybody is so supportive of the show and endeared by the character that it's always really positive energy. And I really feel like it's a blessing that I get all of these people giving me positive energy. It's nice.
Now, shooting on the balcony scene, what kind of sense of power did you get out there?
Evitastein. Oh, it was great. That was kind of, we had 1,000 extras that day, and then through technology, they make it look like, 10,000. And, but it was pretty awesome just to see 1,000 extras all dressed like Eastern European kind of peasants. And it was fun. The whole, experience was great. I love to travel, and I really got off being there and exploring a new town, and it was great.
And one quick last question. How long did it take you before you asked Timothy Dalton a James Bond question?
I never asked him a James Bond question, and I don't normally go see James Bond movies. So, I knew that he was 007, but I hadn't really, I just found him so great and adorable and sweet and wonderful and funny, which was my great relief. Because, I want my man to be funny in the, that I'm playing off of. And he was. So I was in seventh heaven with him.
Okay, great. All right, thank you very much. You're very
My
charming.
pleasure.
Thanks.